Somebody said, how do you transfer from the trap to Wall Street? Education, my friend. I never stopped educating myself. That's why I named the brand that, From the Trap to Wall Street. Because I took the same knowledge from the trap and I used from when I was hustling and when I was in the streets. I took that same knowledge, and once I started learning how to invest, it really was the same thing. I was like, oh, it's the same business. You got a good product, you sell your good product, you market your product, you brand your product, you go back in the lab, you keep repeating it. That's what the stock market all it is. Everybody trapping on the stock market. They're just doing it legally. They trapping, they just doing it legally. No jail involved, none of that. No risk involved. I ain't got to worry about nobody, shooting me. I ain't got to worry about going to jail. I ain't got to worry about nobody setting me up. It was the same thing. Everybody got a pack. Everybody going to hit the block. The stock market, the marketplace is the block. Everybody go hit the block at the same time every day. Everybody pushing packs every day. You got a good product. You know what happened? Your product go through the roof. You got a bad product. Nobody don't want to buy it. It is what it is. Whoever got the best plug continues to put the best product. Only thing about the market is the market don't care if your product high or low. Somebody is always going to buy it. Same way in the streets. If your product high, you're going to sit on it a little longer. If your product low in the streets, you're going to get off it faster. The difference is in the stock market, it don't matter. People buying it high and low as long as they feel like it's a good product. Why not be here? Why not be here? I can see my life here. I can now visualize myself being 60 and 70 years old. I never did that in the streets. I can literally say, I want to see my daughter get old. What? I love it here. What are you talking about? And so that's what I want us to do, especially as men, as black men who feel like all we have is the streets, yo. I promise you, King, it's the air different on the other side of the trap. We just got to make the conversion. If you can get the pawn to the other side of the board, the pawn can be anything it wants to be, family. If we can get the pawn to the other side of the board, think about it. When you playing chess, the pawn's on the front line. That's us. We always on the front line. We always on the front line fighting. No matter what the battle is, we always on the front line battling, right? But if we can get the pawn to the other side of the board, if we get the pawn to the other side of the board, man, you could be whatever you want to be. The objective is not just to maneuver, have a strategy, maneuver, get to the other side of the board, and now you can be whatever you want to be, King. Don't let them dictate to you what you got to be. Queen, don't let them dictate to you what you got to be. Don't let them tell you what that is. But let's talk about it. So, y'all know I love stocks. And so the stock market to me is a representation of the game. It's a representation of the game. It's a representation of how wealth is built in this world. The stock market been around for the longest. I'm going to take it way back to you. Yo, the stock market was around. That's what they did with slaves, right? When they had a voyage come, look, I'm going to put a wager that this many slaves going to make it. I'm going to put a wager that this many slaves not going to make it. That's stock. I'm going to be real with you. They've always made the stock market a thing. Now it's just what it is. You feel me? And so now we say, okay, if this is the easiest way to build wealth, I'm not saying it's the only way to build wealth, but if this is the easiest way for us to build wealth, if this is the easiest way for us to build wealth, why aren't we in this game? If this is the easiest way for us to build wealth, why aren't we in this game? So the stock market is just my personal thing. You know what I'm saying? The stock market is something that I love to do. The stock market was something that helped me attain my freedom. So because that was my mission, because that's what helped me, that's what I stacked up. But I didn't stick there. I ain't stay there. I started learning other things. But for me, the stock market is where it's at. And I encourage everybody to get there. Right? So we was talking about something before I got off that, right? So we talked about, transferring earned income or generating wealth, right? And the way we generate wealth is most people, we have what's called earned income. Now we have to then take the earned income And we know the earned income is broken down into two things. It's broken down into passive income and it's broken down into active income. So the active income is the money that you actually work for. Passive income is money that comes to you passively, right? But that has to turn into navigate its way through an investment. And by going through an investment, that investment then can either make you more income or it increases in equity. So because that equity, we now have planted a seed. It goes back to us talking about creating a culture of wealth, right? So now when we just planted the seeds and now we do something else. Now, boom, we take that income. We tell ourselves this one great thing. I don't need the income from that investment. I don't need the income from that investment. So now I'm going to take the income from that investment and create a new investment. We rinse and repeat. We have to stop saying, oh, this the extra money I got? I'm about to put that into. I'm about to blow that. I'm about to go do this. No, that money has to go until you have vividly painted the picture of what wealth looks like to you. There should be no celebrating. Until you've planted the seeds of generational wealth, until your investments have actively and aggressively started building wealth for you, there should be no celebration. We've partied long enough. We've been entertained long enough. It's time to execute. It's time to be educated. That's what a real wealth is. The real wealth is in the education, fam. Because the education takes us to the next level. It's a lot of people educated. I'm just one piece of the puzzle, and I just want to push it harder and do it the way that I know how to do it. The education is what takes us to the next level. You feel me? And then once we start cultivating and maintaining the culture of wealth, the next thing we got to do is start managing the wealth and then reevaluating our investments. See, this is what happens. A lot of people think once I get the money, I'm good. No, that's where the work starts. That's where the work starts. That's where it really get intense. Because now what happens is most people, once they get the money, they accumulate a higher lifestyle. I'm going to be real with you. It's easy to go through $1 million in today's world. It's easy to run through $1 million. $1 million today ain't what $1 million was 20 years ago. Everything costs. You feel me? So we got to educate. We got to execute. And keep on pushing the cycle. Keep on attaining wealth. Learning how to break these businesses down. And that's what I love about the stock market, because what happens is in the stock market is you now get the best CEOs in the world to work for you. That's pimping at its finest. You get the best CEOs in the world to work for you and build wealth for you over the long term. The only thing you got to really do is sit back and evaluate the business. Learn how to evaluate the business. Learn what the business is worth. Learn what the business is worth. How much money can a business generate? Are the sales increasing? Is the revenue increasing? That's pimping at its finest. You telling me you gonna do all the hard work? I just put my money there and go and the work in the street. That's called I'm gonna front you a pack. I'm going to give it to you because I'm going to front you a pack. You just bring me the money back. I ain't got to sell nothing. Man. You working? Man, here, man, put that out there. Yeah, do that. Just bring it back. Bring me, you get you. It's all love. I'm going to front you a pack, fam. That's all I did. I put my money in Apple and I let them work for me, man. Just shoot me the dividends, fam. Keep running the equity up. You're going to produce the products. You're going to do all the hard. You're going to do all that. All I got to do is sit back and just let it run, man. Go ahead and run that. Go ahead. Don't even bring it back to me. Just keep running it. You hear me? That's matter of fact, that's even better than front of the pack. Because what you're doing now is you saying this. I'm going to give you the money. Go get the pack for me. Go sell it, and don't even bring me my cut. Just keep selling it. Just stack my money for me. I'm going to get my cut at a later date. Man, Man, it don't get no sweeter than that. It don't get no sweeter than that. You feel me? The same companies that we shop with every day, Nike, the same phones, Apple, the same Microsoft, right? I remember playing Call of Duty and Madden with my partners every day when I got off work. Or when I'm in the trap, like we sitting in the house, like, yeah, man, catch that sale, fam, for sure. Man, let me finish this, man. I'm literally making the people sit down, man, sit right here, fam. Man, sit down, chill out. I'm almost finished. Let me do this right quick. You feel me? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Home Depot. If you're in the real estate business, if you're into real estate, you should own Home Depot, Lowe's. That should be on your list because you shop with them. You know what I'm saying? 100%. If you're an entrepreneur, you should have Microsoft or Apple. Why? Because you got an Apple phone. You using Microsoft Word. You something in that nature. You should be there. You should be there. It's simple. You got a cell phone. You should own AT&T or Verizon. It's simple. It's simple. If you like design, there's no reason why you shouldn't own LVMH or Karen Group. It's no reason why. It's no reason why you shouldn't own this stuff. If you always online, there's no reason why you shouldn't own Amazon. There's no reason why. You just find out what it's worth. Find out what it's worth and then you pay for it. Find out what it's worth, do the due diligence, break the brick down to dimes, see what it's worth, and then you go put them on the block for you. What we doing here? What we doing? I talked about this before, and with my trappers, figure out what type of investor you are. You don't have to know everything about the stock market, yo. You see the circle on my chest? Stick within your circle of competence. You don't gotta know everything about the stock market. When people be pitching me the stock, Trap, what you know about FLT? Man, I don't even know what that is, man. I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know what it is. What you know about XMH? I don't know what that is, fam. Never even heard of it, bro. Sorry. Cause I don't have to know every stock. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want y'all to understand too. You don't have to learn every stock on the stock market. Find your pocket. Find your comfort zone. Go there. And this is what happens though. The more you learn here, every stock is going, because once you find out, oh, this stock merged with that stock, you find out this people partner with that person. McDonald's get their french fries from Lamb Weston. Oh, who Lamb Weston is? Let me check that out. Boom. Oh, Marie Calendar is part of Conagra brand. Oh, damn, I didn't know that. McCormick owns Zatarans. Damn, I didn't know that. Let me look over here. WD-40. Damn, let me look over here. The more research you do, it's gonna lead you somewhere else. Damn, I didn't know they own that. Let me look at that. Oh, damn, I found that out. Then you're gonna find us every time you pick something up. Let me see who on this right here. Who on this? Every time. It's a beautiful game to play, family. And I promise you, it's addictive. I be feeling like Mitch, man. I love the game. What do you? If it's buying it, I'm selling it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta love the game.